Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm in a slightly different filming location this week because I'm back with my parents for the Easter break, and I thought while I'm here I'm going to film a bit of a study week in my life. So it's not really a break because I'm going to be studying and I have an exam the first day back at uni, which I think is a crime against humanity. But regardless, come along with me and see what a study week in my life is like. Okay, so I'm finishing up for today. So Monday's completely over and done, but basically I did probably a good chunk of my studying in the morning. Woke up early at about 7 a.m. to get some done because I had to go out for an Easter lunch after that. Did I need to go shopping? No. Did I go shopping? Yes. And the way I justified it to myself was that it's really cold in Melbourne and I'm not used to it being that cold. So the justification to myself was, well, I need new clothes to make sure that I'm not cold.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I went and bought some long sleeves and such. And then I came home and then I felt guilty for being out all day. So then I studied a bit more. What I'm studying at the moment is digestion, so just everything about the gastrointestinal tract, and there's just so much involved. It's really overwhelming, but I still have a week to go, so it's okay. I would say overall for today, if anyone's interested, I've probably studied about 4 hours, 2 hours in the morning and then 2 hours when I came home. Other than that, nothing too interesting, so let's go on to Tuesday. Alright, so it's Tuesday afternoon now, finishing for the day, wrapping up. A bit similar to Monday where I woke up at 7 a.m. so that I could study in the morning for a little bit. And then again after that I went on a bit of a study break. I had to take my dog to the vet, which this was the first time I had to take her to the vet since becoming a vet student. And tell me why I was the most nervous I've ever been to go to the vet.
Michael's been assigned 6 hours of mandatory counseling with a trained professional.
Mind you, do all vet students do this? Because I don't tell them I'm a vet student because I don't know nothing. And then if I tell them that I am, they start assuming that I know things and I don't. Anyway, I had to take her to the vet. Very simple. Came home, had to quickly get ready. Because I am in Sydney for a week, I went out to see some friends because as much as I'm saying spend a study week in my life, I am trying to be a bit realistic that I'm not just going to be studying the whole time. You still need to be taking breaks. And this is me taking my breaks and going out and seeing some friends, you know, keeping my mental stability, if you will. But I did tell them all in advance that I couldn't spend too long with them because I knew if I spent the whole day with them, I would end up feeling horribly guilty about myself. So I came home after that and again I did more study because I felt guilty for being out all day. At the end of the day, it was probably close again to about 4 hours of study. 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. Today specifically, I feel a bit worse because I didn't get all of the lecture content I wanted to cover done today, but I'm trying to remind myself that this is just a very content heavy subject, and I think the exact week I'm studying right now for digestion, I just think there's so many components in it that it's one of my weak spots. So I guess in some way I should probably be glad that I found a gap in my knowledge, and I'm probably going to work a bit harder on that from now on. But other than that, let's go on to Wednesday. So I have to be honest with you all. I'm filming Wednesday's content on Thursday because I may have made a mistake and made my Wednesday a bit too busy, which I feel like we've all done. So hopefully this is, relatable in some way. But basically, again, I woke up really early in the morning so that I could study. I say really early, it was 7 a.m. I know some people don't find that early. So I immediately started going on the content that I was really confused about yesterday and didn't finish. I was feeling really good about myself. And then I remembered that I had to take my dog to the groomer. I jam-packed everything that my dog needed into this week so that it could all get done while I was here. So I took her to the groomer. She hates the groomer, so it's always a traumatizing experience for everyone involved.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
After that, I came home. I pretty much just studied and studied. Maybe had a little bit of a break to eat. I did also go for a walk in the middle of the day, and then I realized, oh my God, it's going to rain. I did get stuck in the rain. Insert a picture here. But other than that, I kept studying because my brilliant self decided to take a shift at work. That was my old shift time, which was 4 p.m. to midnight. And mind you, I've shifted my whole sleep schedule back to a normal schedule. But I was like, no, it's gonna be fine. I was also low-key hoping that I would have a really dead night. And there was my mistake. Because I studied all day, and because I knew I would feel guilty at work if I didn't spend the whole day studying, I spent the whole day studying, and I was starting to really feel behind on my content. And then 3:30 something, I realized, oh crap, I gotta head to work. So I really quickly got ready, jumped in the car, went to work, and then walked in the door. It just didn't stop until midnight. It was just go, 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 go. I didn't really have a break, which to be fair is pretty normal for me on a night shift. It's also probably helpful for me to mention that I work in an emergency animal hospital at the moment. But there was I jinxed it. I thought in my head it's going to be dead, and I completely jinxed it because there were so many critical things that came in, things where I felt like I couldn't leave the floor. And then when I finished at midnight and sat in my car just in the pitch black, all I thought to myself was, why have I done this? It was just way too much. But anyway, I probably studied about 5 or 6 hours, and I should not have. But anyway, that was my Wednesday. I probably got home, 1 a.m.-ish. I probably went to bed at like 1:30. So anyway, that was my Wednesday. That probably should not have been as full as it was, but it's fine. Let's go on to Thursday. So I've hit a wall. It's Thursday and it's much of a similar day. Woke up early, spent the day studying. For most of the day that I could, it was about 5 hours today, just to jump the gun and say that. I had to head to an appointment, and then after that I went straight to dinner. Probably from 3 p.m. onwards, I didn't do anything else. But until 3 p.m, I hit a wall. And this happens to me every time I study for an exam. So I'd love to know if anyone else has the pretty much exact same experience that I do. I hit a point of studying where I go, I'm done. But this is just always what I have to do. It's the process I have to go through. I think I've spent a lot of extra time on that content that I really struggled with earlier in the week. So I'm feeling a bit better about that now at least. But I am definitely feeling like I've done the peak of my study and I'm kind of just going downhill now. So I don't know what Friday's gonna look like for me. I have a feeling I won't get too much content.
Correct!
So let's go on to Friday. We are now at the end of my study week, which I'm very happy about. All I feel like I've really done in this break is study. I went out a few times, clearly. I just had to spend so much time studying, and then even when I did go out, there was always the guilt nagging in the back of my head saying, you should be studying right now, you've got an exam. Today was rough to get myself through. I was really forcing myself to do it at times. But today I did a full practice exam, and I have to say every single time I do a practice exam, specifically if it's been made by the uni, it does really humble me. And there were some really stupid errors I made. And then after that, I put the exam into ChatGPT, my Lord and Savior, and said, can you give me similar content questions? And went through it word by word with ChatGPT, which I am thinking that I might make a video based on the ChatGPT prompts I use in vet school. If anyone is interested in that, please let me know down below. And now I've finished Friday, I'm about to go out for the night because I'm done. I think again, I probably did about 5 hours of study. I am definitely feeling like I've hit that point of how much else can I study? There's a bit more things that I want to cover over the weekend, and other than that, I know myself, I've probably mostly given up studying. Hopefully I went well. Probably by the time that I'm editing and uploading this, I will know if I have gone well. So maybe I'll interject here. Yep, editing Talia, I am interjecting. Also, I am wearing the exact same jacket. Mind your business, I really like this jacket. I did just want to add in that on the weekend, I went to work for 10 hours on Saturday, and when I came back, I did absolutely zero study. And I feel like that's important to know because so many people across Instagram and everything say they're studying 9 hours a day, they're doing this, that. That's just not me. And I'm hoping that there are a lot of people out there that are also not like that. Didn't study for the rest of Sunday because I had to fly back to Melbourne. Now I'm filming this portion a couple weeks later. I don't have my mark yet, but I will say that I think I was very dramatic and I did okay in my exam. Knock on wood. But that's it. That's a study week in my life. But if you liked seeing a study week in my life, please let me know. Please comment, please like and subscribe. Come along for the journey. I upload every single Sunday, 9 a.m. And I'll be filming my journey through vet school, so let me know if there's anything in particular that you want to see. Other than that, if you want to see more frequent interactions, please head over to my Instagram at becomingdoctalia. I post there a lot more, so you can see more of my content there. But that's it. See ya.